right, I am super excited for tonight's show. Welcome to the Power Half Hour Unstoppable Business Owner. I'm your host, Dorothy Odell, founder and owner of Unstoppable Overcomers Productions. We're a full agency here. So go check us out on our website at www.unstoppableovercomers.com. I'm super excited. This is the first time we've ever had this happen. We have actually three amazing, beautiful ladies joining us tonight, the Monaco women. So welcome. I almost feel like I'm in luxury here. Like, we're in Beverly Hills, not Leamington, Ontario.
Yeah, that's right.
Welcome to the show, ladies. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So since Jaclyn is the one that is bringing these two amazing ladies with her, we're going to start with Jaclyn. Tell us a little bit about yourself tonight. What it is that you do.
Well, I do have a full-time job during the day, but my little secret life on the side is I'm a life coach, and I'm also a stress-reduced fat loss practitioner and a detox and functional labs specialist. So I know that's kind of hard to understand. So I help people with stressors in their life to help heal them physically, mentally, emotionally.
I love that. Yeah. All right, Faith, we'll go with you next.
Okay, I am a business owner, so I own a gym called Impact Health and Fitness Center. We just celebrated our 6th year anniversary. So I started that right out of college when I was 19 years old. So I've been working straight out of school. It's been great. So I'm a certified personal trainer. I'm a Pilates instructor. I teach group fitness classes. I run the gym. And then on top of that, I'm also in school right now for homeopathy. So I'm hoping to become a registered homeopathic practitioner, hopefully within the next, I'd say 2 to 3 years would be fantastic. And then if you don't know what that is just pretty much like natural healing with homeopathic remedies. They're all natural medicines that are pulled from different parts of the earth that can be used to heal. It's very broad, so it is a lot to explain, but that is what I do.
Love it. And Hope, tell us about yourself.
Yeah, so I'm a freelance social media manager. I went to school at the University of Windsor for communications and psychology, and I got into social media, and I've been doing that since. I was just freelancing for a little bit, just through word of mouth, people hearing that I'm taking on clients. And then about 8 months ago, I finally decided to make it into a business. So it's called Create with Hope, and I work with entrepreneurs, small businesses, larger businesses, and I help run their social media and help them to get seen online. And then also my free time, my alter ego, I like to call it, is called Local Plant Eater. It is a food blog that I have on Instagram that I started, I think it's been 4 or 5 years now. And I share my passion for health and wellness on there. I've been plant-based for 7 years this upcoming January. So I share healthy plant-based recipes to make everybody want to eat plants and to show them how simple, healthy, and delicious it is. And then when I have free time, wherever I find that, I also am studying to become a holistic nutritionist. And I'm going to be specializing in plant-based nutrition when I come to the end of my program as well. So that's a little bit about me.
Wow. All in the fitness, wellness arena, all three ladies. So that's amazing. What made you decide to get into that scope? Jaclyn, we'll start with you.
Of course. Well, actually, I just really wanted to learn from myself. And I kind of watched my dad over the years. He was sick with a lot of different things. And you don't know what genetics you take for your mom, your dad, or both. So I just thought it's just good to learn. And COVID came along. It gave me a little extra time to learn a few more things, take a couple more certifications. That's where the life coaching came into play. And then from there, I just kept going and finding different certifications. And with my daughters, obviously being in the health and wellness and fitness industry as well, it's motivating. So it's just, I just love it. And I have clients, and I've seen some results with clients and help improve their lives and made them happy. And just the way that you hear them talk and the results that they've had and just how they feel about themselves keeps me going. So
I love that. And Faith, what made you decide to join in this path for yourself?
You know what? My whole life, with my parents, thankfully they've kept my sister and I active. So I did travel soccer. We always did school sports. And then I did dance for multiple years. I'm back in dance again now, just on my spare time for fun. So have always just been really active. And I thought, what's like the best thing that I can do that I enjoy doing? I can turn it into a career. It's going to keep me healthy and it's going to keep me active. And, it's just such a fun, industry to be in, because you help people grow, you push them beyond their comfort zones, and you just watch them develop into such strong, individuals that now know how to take all of these tools that you've taught them. They can work on their own health and fitness without needing you. That's essentially my goal, is I'm able to provide them with as much as I can so that they can take it themselves through the rest of their lives. So it's just been something that I wouldn't necessarily think to be as work for me, because it's just been really fun and it's just natural and I have fun doing it. And every day I'm like, this is my job. This is what I get to do. This is insane. It's great. So yeah.
I love that. Pinch me. I'm not really working. This is what I love.
I'm like, this is my job right now. I'm bumping to music. I'm having a great time. So it's good.
So anybody that's listening right now, follow Hope, because Faith, because, well, Hope too. But seriously, just the way you said that, for those of us that are in our 40s that are potentially be in jobs that we are looking to get out, you are a prime example, especially somebody of your age, to say, wait a minute, let's create a life around something that I love to do. And that you never find it a job.
Well, yeah, exactly. I'm playing every day.
You inspire me already. This is the first time I met her, literally. So tell us why you got into what you do.
Yeah, so it's a little bit of a combination of what my mom said and faith. So I kind of stumbled across eating plant-based. I've got 2 years. So I stumbled across eating plant-based and I just started to love the way that it made me feel. And with that, I just wanted to start sharing with other people. I'm like, if this makes me feel like this, then how could other people feel? I didn't even know being plant-based existed. So I wanted to share that with people. And then I started getting into yoga. I'm also a yoga teacher. So the combination of the two and just building up my wellness, and starting to form this whole new part of my life that was so focused around wellness, I wanted to be able to share with other people. So that's kind of how I got into my plant-based eating and my little blog. And then with my social media management, I, growing up, would always love taking pictures and videos on those little iPods that we had. And I was just always so creative, with taking videos, pictures, and stuff online, stuff with your computers and everything. And it kind of was in combination with my plant-based eating. So I got into eating plant-based, and then I started getting creative with videos and being online and social media and everything with my food. So the two kind of went together, and people always tell me you're so good at this, you've got an eye. And I'm like, I kind of do. And I loved writing, journaling growing up, and all those creative ways getting messages out there without really using words, visually. So I kind of put all of them together and was how can I serve but also make this into my job? So that's how I got into all my little things.
I love that. I love that for all of you, because it sounds like you're basically the same as Faith. Do what you love, and it's not a job. It's just pinch me. This is what I'm doing. Absolutely. And I will definitely. All your information and links will be in the show notes, but a friend of mine just said to me the other day, before she took off to Portugal, that she's going to become a vegan, a full-time vegan. So I will definitely be sending her your information.
Yeah. I went to Portugal last summer, and they've got great vegan options there. So she might be a good start.
Maybe. They're doing the El Camino right now.
Okay.
So, yes. So I don't know. I haven't heard. I just know she's tired. They did 12 miles one day.
Wow.
So who knows? Who knows what she's up to? So what would you say are the 3 things that you've had to overcome in business to get to where you're at today? We'll start with Faith this time.
My age. I still find that my age, to this day, sometimes is difficult, just because I started the business when I was 19. So I started at 19 at a really small facility with no employees. It was just me, but then I had a couple members through the gym. But then as soon as I got to my new location, we had relocated on my 1-year anniversary. I then went from 15 members to 500. And then it went like within a year. And then it's now no staff to 10 to 15 staff. And I've never had to do payroll. I've never had staff. I've never had that many customers. And it was just like a really big jump. So I think dealing with all of those people, and just even today, I find that it's getting a little bit better because I think I've shown my professionalism. Like, you know, I'm pretty good at what I do, I would say. And, you know, I have my knowledge within this field and I'm good at my job. So I think I've proved myself wrong or differently. So I'm not like, you know, a 19-year-old that didn't know what she was doing. So I think that was my biggest thing, was trying to get my point across, is even though I'm 19, like I'm still can be professional, like I'm, you know, still have the knowledge in this field. So I would like to be treated, you know, the same as you would with someone that was a little bit older. So I think that was one of my biggest things. Another big one is just being in sometimes like the health and fitness industry. That's something that's always growing, which is great. But for gyms, there is a lot of downtime. So especially in the summer is when it's nice outside, people are exercising outside, walking more, want to be with their kids home from school. So we do notice that there's a dip in sales and memberships and stuff. So it's just trying to think of different ways that I'm able to come up with income, or, you know, maybe different events or workshops and things that we can do to entice people that would help us to increase our sales in those low dip times, so that hopefully throughout the year we would have like a steady income. And then the third thing, I think it's probably showing people like what makes us stand out from other businesses in town. So there are 3 other gyms that are in the same town as us, and then there's like other ones nearby. We do have the benefit of having a larger facility, and we do offer personal training classes, the wellness coaching, eventually it'll be the homeopathic medicine. So I do think that there are many different things that we are able to bring to the table. But just trying to figure out different ways that would entice people to come to the gym, why we would be maybe the best fit for them. And our goal is to be like an overall health and wellness stop. So that's why I wanted it to be Impact Health and Fitness Center. So it's a center of all of these different services that we offer, rather than just being a gym. You come in, you work out, you leave. So I want it to be more of like a community based. You have all of these different services and things that we provide. So yeah, I think that's probably my 3.
Do you have a smoothie bar in there?
We do, yes.
Oh, well, then there you go. I was thinking, trying to give you ideas here. Or,
thank you.
I know in COVID times, I had this personal trainer for my BC. I still have nightmares. Anyways, do you offer services like that people who maybe don't live in Leamington, that live around the country? They see you, they know that you're freaking amazing just based on, you know, how you're presenting yourself today. Do you have something like that to offer people that may not live in
like online training?
Yeah.
We did do during COVID, like online classes, but it was hard to keep up, I think, because we're having a hard time. And this is another struggle, is just with getting certified trainers. Just because we're in a small town, they're more in the city. So there's a lot of trainers up in Windsor. So we're finding it hard to find some trainers that I would have enough help. So I'm doing a lot of them myself, like a lot of classes, a lot of the clients I was doing myself, which I've had to slow down with the clients. So if I had more people to help, then I probably would go more in that avenue, but I just need to get the staff that are able to help us out.
Have your sister go in there with a camera and video it, and then just put it online.
That's true. That's true.
There we go. You can hire your sister. You can hire your sister.
Yeah.
So what 3 things have you had to overcome in business?
It's a great question. For me, I feel like because I think it's been 8 months of Create with Hope, it's kind of like fairly new to me. But the first thing was just like getting started. I've been freelancing for a while now, like since I was in university now. So it's been like over 7 years now. And just like starting, just like making myself official. I just didn't think I was qualified, or also I guess this is also like going into my second one, like of imposter syndrome. I think when you want to do something so bad and you feel like you need signs from other people or other people to like tell you to do it. I had people all around me telling me like, you should do it. And it was just like me with myself. I didn't think that I would be good enough, or that people would want to actually work with me, or like that my services were actually like feasible, or like people would actually want to work with me. And because I'm doing something that I love, it was almost like, how could that even be possible? And I have a wait list now of like clients within 8 months. So that was really exciting for me. So I think like definitely just starting imposter syndrome, and then also being on social media like 24/7 is hard. I know a lot of people like to scroll in their free time and go on social media, but in my free time, the last thing I want to do is be on social media or be on my phone. And sometimes it can affect you being on social media a lot. I try not to scroll as often, but just like always being stimulated on social media, and just like the effects of being on social media is a tough one for my business. But at the end of the day, like I love it because I'm on it all the time. Just like finding those healthy boundaries with it. And I think anybody else that's in social media or like in like the marketing world can appreciate and see that too. So those would definitely be my 3.
Oh, love that. And it's funny. I've interviewed close to over 300 people, and basically that is the number one thing. You know, your mindset or imposter syndrome, or getting over yourself, to just say, you know, take a step back, take a deep breath, and say, boom, you know, I can do this, and just push yourself.
Yeah. Sometimes I wish it wasn't me. It was something else. I'm like, no, it's just me. Yeah.
But that's the good news, because you can fix yourself.
That is right.
By changing
absolutely
the way you look at it, right?
Absolutely. So, every day.
Trust me, I'm there every day. Some days I like have to force myself to.
Well, I'm glad we can relate.
You know, reach out to somebody, but I figure if I don't, then I'm doing a disservice to my clients. So
yeah, absolutely.
I try to have that mind shift. Yeah, I pitched 2 different things to some producers and some filmmakers, and my girlfriend says, well, did you pitch your idea? I'm like, no. I pitched everybody else's, but I didn't pitch mine. But that's okay. I'll wait until those movies are going, and then I'll pitch my movie. Jaclyn, so what 3 things did you have to overcome to get
I'm going to kind of repeat a couple. So definitely imposter syndrome was one for me. And I think it was because I really didn't start out in all of this to be a business to anyone, or in a service to anyone. I really just started for my own knowledge. So the first certification that I took, I didn't feel that even after I was finished, I didn't feel that I knew enough. And I honestly, now that I have taken other certifications and I've learned more, obviously I know that I didn't know enough. So I feel so much better with it now, but that was definitely one that I had to overcome. And it wasn't so much about whether I felt, because I'm older, so it's not a youth thing that I have, like they said that they had a youth thing. It was just, do I know enough? That imposter syndrome, are people going to believe and trust in me? And it's with the programs that I offer, I deep dive into how, you know, if somebody wants to lose some weight, or if they're having trouble sleeping, or they're having gut issues, there could be deeper things. So with my life coaching, I dive deeper and I ask questions that people sometimes don't want to have to answer. You get a little more into the psychology of what's going on. And again, that imposter syndrome, are people going to want to talk to me? Are they going to want to share that information? So that's like the life coaching imposter syndrome, maybe. I don't know, a combination of both. Mm-hmm. The other thing is social media. I'm not good with social media. My daughters know that. I don't like putting myself on camera. It's just that different generation. I don't know. So putting myself out there and being vulnerable and just sharing what I have is definitely a challenge in that sense. So, and time is something too. So I'll do like 5 or 6 different posts and save them and then post so often, because I do have a full-time job. So getting those posts and getting it all up in time, and trying to compete with other people that, like them, they know how to post and when to post and the time of the day to post. And what hashtags to use, all that kind of stuff, and I don't know any of that. So I should probably hire my kids to do all
I was
of
going
that.
to say, hire your daughter.
Actually, she has helped me. Hope has helped me.
I have helped her many times.
Hope helps me with the posts. Faith helps me with working out. So yeah, we all help each other in that sense. And I guess the third one would be, it would have to be.
I think that was 3, didn't you have 3?
Oh, was that 3? Oh, well, I have 4.
Okay, tell us. I might be wrong.
No, I was just thinking because of the certification I have in the practitioner, the title of the practitioner that I have, a lot of people don't really understand what it is. So I think that's a little bit of a challenge in overcoming how I explain that. So with the difference, somebody might ask me, how are you different from a naturopath to the stress reduced fat loss practitioner? The difference is naturopaths usually start off with your blood work. They do lab testing like that, whereas I start off with foods and basic foundation supplements and lifestyle. So that's really the only difference between the two. So just trying to explain what it is that you do is a little bit of a challenge sometimes.
Right. And especially, well, I'm not going to say, I don't know for sure because I'm not in the health industry, but I think in our area, some people really if they don't know, they just okay, next. And so just getting that out there, getting in front of people, start sharing, higher hope, have her do your stuff.
No, it all works in one.
Go on more podcasts, things like that. Definitely get the word out there. But I'm totally impressed with all of you.
Thank you.
You could definitely do now, and your husband has his own business too, right?
My husband,
I mean, yeah, your husband.
Well, he's a Italian wedding singer. He's got a band. Yeah.
So see, it's no wonder why your girls decided to become entrepreneurs.
Following footsteps, yeah.
Now, which one of you amazing ladies is a singer? I heard one of you is.
Hope is too. I think we both are.
But I'm more in my room. Faith goes out and sings to people, and I just sing to my dog.
Well, Hope's yeah. That would be me then, I guess.
Because your mom shared with me your song, so I did listen to it. It was absolutely
good.
It's been a while since I've listened to it. I think when we first met, she said, "Hey, you got to listen to this." I'm like, "Okay."
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah.
Well, if nothing else, you can add wedding singer to your to your repertoire.
Well, I'm going to be singing in Hope's wedding a little bit. We've already discussed that, so
I don't remember that.
Well, she's telling you now.
Well, we might just have to go in and be wedding crashers at Hope's wedding.
Oh, great!
Perfect.
Everybody's mine.
Love it. And so, ladies, what 3 things do you help your clients overcome? We'll start with Hope first.
Okay. What do I help them overcome? The fear of putting yourself out there. A lot of my clients, as my mom mentioned, I don't want to be on camera just because the way that they look, or they think my hair looks funny that day. But again, if you think your hair looks funny, nobody else will think your hair looks funny. If you're having a bad hair day, only you know that. And more so people are listening to what you have to say rather than judging the way that you look. And quite frankly, if you look a little funny, maybe some people will actually follow you because they'll be entertained by you, right? Who knows? So just letting people know that it's okay to put yourself out there and to be comfortable on camera and be comfortable sharing your message. I also help them with, for example, as well, a lot of my clients are older. So again, they are always looking for some young energy. They always tell me that they're we need your young energy. So me helping them and working with them with my young energy and their older energy and just bringing them into kind of what's going on in the world or in the trends these days. And then also helping them, I would say helping them be more so creative. I find a lot of my clients are just we don't know what to do, or we don't have any idea for this. So I think again, with my creative energy, young energy, and letting them know it's okay to put themselves out there, they find ways to be creative and share their message in ways that they didn't know could be shared. Because a lot of my clients have amazing products or amazing services, and they'll just put it out there this is my service. why don't you say your service is like this and add this to it and share how you can benefit them with this and how this product can help them with that. So helping them also put their product or their service out there in ways that they didn't know that they could, if that makes sense.
100%. I love that. See, you need to hire Hope right now for your
Yeah. Yeah. Get on my wait list.
It's funny because I network like a ninja. So I'm always getting, new people asking me if I've had people reach out, hey, do you do social media content? I can, but it's not what I want to do. And so I know, like, I have a list of people in my network, which I'll add you to say, hey, you need to go, with Hope, or
I would appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely.
Or who knows where this will lead.
Yeah.
For sure. So Faith, then what 3 things do you help your clients overcome?
So 3 things I would say is a big one is just getting into the gym. And, even if it's just not getting into the gym, if it's just working out from home, because I've done stuff with people just at home as well, just getting into a routine of working out and exercising. And my biggest thing I tell my clients is it's not something like health and fitness is not something that you do for a short amount of time and then, okay, I'm done, like I'm good. It's something that you should be doing your entire life to help improve and increase your lifespan, improve your functioning of your body so that you can grow old and be able to still sit down and stand up on your own and, move your groceries from your car. Like everything that you do in the gym or workouts at home is going to benefit you for your functional, daily activities. So I always try to stress that with my clients. Like, I'm not just getting you in the gym to work out with you so that you're fit to go on your vacation. Like, I always try to get them over that mindset. It's tough. So I try my best. So a lot of them do at the end or like throughout the sessions get like, oh, okay, I get it. Like, you're right. So that's, I think, one of the biggest things. Another one is just building the confidence to know that they can get in the gym by themselves or work out from home and try to push themselves beyond what they're comfortable with. Because there's, an insane amount of women that I train all the time and they're using, 2, 3, 5-pound dumbbells or really light weights, mom. And so I'm sitting there, I'm like, you are so much stronger than that. Like, I think there's a lot of people, not just women, but it's more so, women as well, but men sometimes as well. They will, doubt what their strength is or they doubt their ability. So trying to push them or put them through an exercise or a movement that they're like, oh my gosh, you're going to make me do what? So then we put them through. I'm like, okay, but you did it. You didn't complain. Like you did good. So just trying to, again, get them over that hump and just building the strength and building the confidence and just getting out of their own comfort zones. And then the third thing, I'm going to throw in my homeopathy because I'm not registered yet, but eventually when I do get there, being able to overcome a lot of health, issues or illnesses, sicknesses, because the homeopathy will be able to cure and treat acute and chronic disease. So that's something that I'm hopeful that I could be able to do with them as well one day when I am registered.
So like a full service agency, gym agency is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, you're hearing right.
I love that.
You got a nutritionist, you got singers.
We've got everything over there.
We can provide it.
And Jaclyn, what 3 things do you help your clients overcome?
What I'm trying to work on the most with my clients is helping them to understand that majority of people come to me and they don't say, oh, I'm looking to sleep better. I'm looking to have better bowel movements. They're saying, I want to lose weight. That's usually what it is that they're coming to me about so far. And what I try to teach them is that, and help them understand, is that it's not just the food that they're eating that's affecting them. Everything all works together. So if they're not getting good sleep, they're not making good food choices because they're not feeling good in the morning. They're tired. So usually when you're tired, you're just going to grab anything. There's a lot of things that all work together. But what I'm trying to teach them is to have a sustainable, well, Faith said it, a sustainable lifestyle where it's not, okay, here's a program for you and you take that program and you work it for 6 to 8 weeks. I want them to be able to continue that program when I'm not with them anymore, that they have learned. It's not like, so when somebody says, oh, I want to do a sugar fast for 20 days. It's not a sugar fast for 20 days. It's eliminating sugar for the rest of your life, but you don't have to do it in a rapid, quick way. Let's do it in a slow paced way. And let's just make it a lifestyle. Let's incorporate good foods and healthy living as a lifestyle, and you're going to feel better. And eventually the weight will come off. And the biggest thing that I find is people will come to me and they're like, oh, I want to lose 25 pounds. And I'm like, great. When was the last time you weighed that 25 pounds less? And they said, oh, well, 25 years ago before I had my daughter. And I'm like, okay, well, it took 25 years for that to come on. You can't expect it's going to come off in 6 weeks. And especially when your life is totally different. So teaching them a sustainable way of maintaining their health. The other great thing has been, I've had a client that came to me and said, how does she say it? She says, I didn't realize how kind of lost I had become as to who I was. And I found myself again. So that was kind of neat. And it wasn't so much in losing weight. It was her self-control. It was knowing that I can do this, not caving, not giving in. It's that discipline that she found. And she was like, I had that before and I lost it. So that's kind of nice. And what else? Just teaching people to just be healthier, be happier with themselves, and just to be able to take it slow, step by step, and just be happy with where they're at and know that they can make a change. And it doesn't have to be, we have to put a time frame to it. Just every day is a new start. I think that would be.
I love that. With all of you, all I hear is like, focus on the health, and then everything will follow through. Like if you focus,
everything else will come with that.
And it's funny because I just got that epiphany like a month ago, and it's just like, focus on the health. Don't focus on. And I haven't been on the scale in months because I hate it. What's the point? So if I focus on that, and making that the healthier choices and making it a lifestyle instead of a diet, because I hate that word. As somebody who's listened to their mother since the age of 50, you say, if I would have known I would have lasted this long, I would have taken better care of myself. I cringe every time I hear her say that. And now she's 60. She's 69. No, 68. And so I'm like, okay, you can start at any time. And, and just making that choice. And that doesn't mean that you're not going to have that slice of cake, maybe on your birthday or whatever, but you can get the healthier version.
Yeah.
Get the healthier version.
Absolutely.
That's why they make Hello Top ice cream.
That's right.
It may be more expensive, but it's better for you anyways.
Yeah, you're paying the price now rather than later at a different price. Yeah.
Exactly. I love that. So is there any last words that you have for our guests? Anything else that you just want to add before we wrap this up?
I don't think so.
No. I think I said everything I want to say. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you, ladies, for joining us tonight. And thank you for our audience for joining in. And of course, this is going to be on our YouTube channel forever. So people can definitely come back and watch this forever. When I die, my legacy is living on. Maybe my stepson will take over the business. I don't know. Somebody will. But anyways, yes, it will always be there. So thank you, ladies, for your wisdom. I totally appreciate you. And
thank you.
Go check out their social media sites, their websites. Everything is in the show notes. So definitely go check these amazing ladies out and bring 2024 the healthiest year that you've ever been. Even though we're half over, doesn't matter. Start now. You don't have to.
Always a new start. Next day's always a new start.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So with that, guys, be unstoppable in all that you do. And remember, same time, same channel next week. Bye for now.